What's that sound? It's For Amusement Only, the EM and Bingo Pinball Podcast. Welcome back to For Amusement Only. This is Nick Baldridge. If you listened to yesterday's podcast about Pamco's Roto-Lite, you would have heard me discuss the differences between countertop games and full-size games. And the example I used was Baby Lite-A-Line. Now, 10 minutes later, I actually looked up pictures of Baby Lite-A-Line, which happened to be on IPDB, and I can tell you that this game is 1,000% different than the Lite-A-Line, which I had discussed previously. Baby Lite-A-Line is actually a completely different design. Instead of the roulette-style tub, it's more of a traditional pin game playfield in a very small space. This is a really small countertop game with a really short playfield. It has a pedestal-style tilt mechanism. It has a manual ball lift, of course. And it has 25 numbers, trap holes on the playfield, arranged in descending diagonal rows, the longest being 6 digits. The numbers do not correspond with the numbers on the back glass, meaning that they're not arranged in the same order. Also, the bingo card's layout is rather unique. The top left number is 25. Now, the way the ball enters this playfield, there's a horseshoe-style turnaround, and if the ball is launched with enough force, it will hug a rail and return back to the top of the playfield. Now, ideally, you'll nudge the machine and it'll land in the appropriate holes, lighting up the numbers on the back box. Now, this is pretty unique for the time period, not only for having a back box at all, but also in the super short playfield, the interesting trap hole arrangement with few pins in between. It looks like it's fairly easy to lock balls in these trap holes. The goal was not to make you lose your ball. It was to make you land in incorrect holes. It's got a very unique ball entry from a bingo player's standpoint. And it honestly looks like a lot more fun to play than the full-size Lite-A-Line. The full-size Lite-A-Line had the roulette-style tub and offered the player very little control over the ball, from what I can see. This, however, looks like it offers quite a bit more. And the pedestal-style tilt mechanism means that, of course, your game doesn't end when you tilt, but you can't collect. Very cool, very cool. There's a star motif on the back glass. With the bingo card number, it's all black with a white representation of a star on the left and right side of the bingo card. The cabinet itself is black with the wood rail accents, and the head has a deco style wood rail accent. Fascinating. Normally, the countertop versions were exactly the same. Again, just minus the holes drilled for the legs. So it's pretty unique to see one that had been completely redesigned in order for the countertop market. Very cool indeed. Well, that's all for tonight. Thank you again for joining me. My name again is Nick Baldridge. You can reach me at foramusementonlypodcast@gmail.com, or you can call me on the Bingos line. That's 724-BINGOS1, 724-246-4671. You can listen to us on iTunes, Stitcher, Pocket Casts, via RSS, on Facebook, on Twitter at Bingo Podcast. You can follow me on Instagram at nbaldridge, or you can listen to us on our website, which is foramusementonly.libsyn.com. Thank you very much for listening, and I'll talk to you next time.